Well, my name is Wesley. I'm 47 years old and currently residing in Las Vegas. I grew up in East Orange, New Jersey. I'm an only child, and I came to Las Vegas in the hopes of getting work on the movie Casino. One thing led to another, and just found it easier to just stay put here in town. I've always had what I would consider to be is of an average size penis. As far as my testicle sac goes, they've always been above average in size. My scrotum is about 160 pounds or so and still growing. The weight is probably equal to a very large 200-pound sack of potatoes. It's a very large sack of potatoes. One morning, I sat up a lot quicker than I normally would, and in the process of doing so, my right leg slammed down on top of my right testicle, causing excruciating sharp pain, unlike I have ever felt before. It's as though a tractor trailer had rolled on top of me. During that entire day, nothing occurred. I thought I dodged a bullet. I went to sleep. Sometime in between then and when I got up, the testicle sac grew to literally the size of a soccer ball. And so I went to the emergency room, where I was prescribed antibiotics to treat it as though maybe it was some sort of an infection. For years, I went to doctor after doctor and tried to find out what's wrong with my testicles. And no one could give me a true satisfactory answer. I'm not able to wear pants. Instead of pants, I am forced to turn a hooded sweatshirt upside down and tuck inside the hood portion and clip it and with a safety pin or what have you, and stick my legs through the arms of the hooded sweatshirt. Passion is a home health care attendant. She is very good at what she does.
Girl, big tray. You ready to eat?
I've been ready. She has an incredibly cool personality.
How the meatball taste?
Pretty good.
I really refer to him as my other man. So I'm like, I wash and cook and everything for him. That's my other man.
One benefit of the testicle sac is that sometimes it makes for a good resting spot for a plate, like a nice little table. You gotta stretch the living daylights out of this thing. I need to use the restroom.
Wesley P's standing up normally, but it's not like he can aim. The balls have grown over his penis, so it just drips and runs down the set.
We're probably a few months shy of 4 years since I've seen my penis. There are times in life that I had sex, but I do not believe that I am able to still get an erection.
When I wash Wesley's scrotum and get into the cracks and the crevices, it's like 1.5 inches deep, maybe. You know, it's really intense. You have to clean it, because if not, then Lord knows what happened, you know? It looked like it's gotten bigger. Probably like all the time I say, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Only because like his buttocks be in my face, and I am like a germaphobe, so like I'm like, but it's okay, you know, I guess. Need anything before I leave? All right, good night.
Thank you and good night, Passion. They kept going back to see whomever would see me. One day it was brought to my attention that injury to a lymph node could lead to a substantial growth in the testicle area.
In his scrotum area, his lymph channels are obstructed. So he has perpetual release of this fluid, but he cannot return it back to the body, and it accumulates at a certain rate every day. It's called scrotal lymphedema.
Probably the best way to describe the testicle sac is a solid mass of fluid, not so much like a balloon full of water that can be drained, but more along the lines of a very, very juicy Thanksgiving turkey.
The scrotal lymphedema, I mean, it's not the most common thing on earth, but it's certainly not rare. Usually when the scrotum gets to be to a grapefruit size, something is done about it.
If I were to pay cash, it could be as much as $1 million. But so far, almost every surgeon has said that they are not interested in performing this kind of surgery on me. The potential for bleeding out on the table is too great.
I heard about Wesley via the internet. And it just seemed like someone with experience and passion could be able to help him. And here I am. I think someone has to do this. What I can do is use my 30 plus years experience in this field to find you the right people. I think that would be a smart thing to do.
Sounds encouraging.
He needs to get this scrotum reduced and needs to do this as soon as possible. It's a dynamic growing thing which knows no end until we get a chance to operate on this.